So I've had the opportunity to see some of what your e-learning courses look like, but share with our audience because I feel like you make them really interactive, which is super important. Again, especially now with so many teams working remotely. So kind of walk us through maybe how one of those programs would look.
Yes. So if you can imagine when you're in a classroom, you have different lessons that you get to learn about. So you'll have maybe 3 lessons in the morning, then you have a lunch break, and you have 3 lessons in the afternoon. So we help design what those lessons would look like on e-learning. So it's not like death by PowerPoint. So it's really converting those PowerPoints into something more interactive, whereby you're looking at, so each of your lessons, you're looking at it as a story or as um, an interactive course. So that way, at the end of each course, you want to make sure that you're testing the students so that they are learning. So we have quizzes at the end. So it's a lot of knowledge checks, quizzes, and actual scenarios that folks would actually walk through. And the beauty of e-learning is that, number one, it's branded to your company. Number two, it is a repeatable learning experience. Number three, you get a certification at the end. So you have an audit tracking as to whom has taken the training. So those are all three big wins, and it can allow you to leverage your trainers in other ways. Instead of them training people over and over again, you take
Yeah.
knowledge and you package it, and now you can deliver it globally. And I have to send a big shout out. We're extremely excited about our new alliance with True Language.
Yes.
And now we have the capability of taking those training courses and converting them, translating them to any language that you'd like. So there's a lot of multinational companies that are managed here in the US, and let's say they have offices in Germany or China. We then take the e-learning, and in our partnership with True Language, are able to make those trainings then in those other languages. So we now have a broader service offering.
And I love that. I love what you're doing because you named those important points, and one big one is time, right? Not having to jump on a Zoom every time you have a new employee or team come through to train them. So you're making that repeatable process. But not only that, I really feel like the lines were blurred, but they're blurred even more between the 9 to 5, right? Most of us we just don't work 9 to 5 anymore, and we're able to still do our jobs. But this e-learning can essentially be done in your own time, right? Of course, you have deadlines, but like
Right.
if you've got your job to do, but you're learning a new skill or getting recertified in something, you could take that in the morning or at night.
Right.
You're not having to wait on your boss or a trainer to get online and take up your 9 to noon or how those classes typically work.
Right, and that's a great point, Whitney, because we were finding that for the clients that we were developing the e-learning, they were missing a component, and that was a learning management system, something that would allow them to deploy the content in such a way that they can track it. And so also what we've done this year is partner with another company, and now we provide a wonderful, easy to use learning management system that allows our customers to take content, whether it be the e-learning courses. Then we also have the micro videos, which are anything from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. And that really helps your students after they take a course around HR compliance. How do you reinforce that training? So it's through quick videos so that you remember, how am I supposed to fill out that form so that I'm compliant? They can quickly search those micro videos. But the bottom line is the learning management system allows you to easily deliver this content in a focused manner, right, Whitney? Because everybody is really busy, and They really want to focus on what's going
Yes.
to allow them to do their job well. And so the learning management system allows companies to, number one, meet their compliance obligations, as well as skill up their employees. And then there's one other way of looking at it, and this is a story that we helped one of our other automotive customers this year, is actually deliver that system to not only drive repeatable training with their sales team so that everybody has the same experience, because that will improve their customer experience for their customers. But it's one step further. They can now take their environment and extend it, and they are extending it to their customers in the field, such that here's the concept. Hey, we sell a POS system. We want you to be very educated about it. We're going to give you a license to this LMS, and then you can use it through the system. And then ultimately, we can also provide there's other things that my customer does very well that they can then start delivering more training to the customer. So it's an extension to partners and customers.